Hi, students. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So there is this project that it's going on, which is called Abandon Harris, and they are trying to launch it. They already started making the movement. Who are the people doing this? Palestinians. Now look at how these people are making life harder for the people in Gaza. Now they are in United States and doing this protest. Who are the people that will be suffering it? People in Gaza, people that are supposed to be getting help and all that. Now, I am going to say this. If you people want to do abandon Harris, I think it is better you all move down to Gaza so that you all can see how effective it will be. Follow me. Now, they already know how Black people are already into this, supporting Kamala Harris and trying to be a spokes whatever for her. They are not okay with that. Now they are looking for a way to also help the other person get into power because they feel like he would do a better job than the Kamala Harris. Now these people forgot to put their anger because now I think that they are channeling their anger towards the wrong person. They have refused to put their anger on Joe Biden, but now they are pushing it towards Kamala Harris. Why? Because she is coming out for. You all already know that. And look, with the way the whole thing is happening, the other man, when I said the other one, Donald Trump has already made it known that he is going to help Israel to finish what they started. Let's get into this video.
Today we launch Abandon Harris. Abandon Harris. In the protests on the streets of Chicago, we now declare that the only option for people of conscience is to abandon Harris, to punish her and the party so that they know that they can never put genocide on the ballot.
First, I want to say they were never with Harris. They never stood with Harris. Second, their target is Kamala Harris, the black woman. The black woman who is working on ceasefire negotiations. The target is not Donald Trump, who is trying to stop ceasefire negotiations. That should tell you everything that you need to know. They are a threat to black people. Don't get in my comment section telling me about a George Floyd mural over in Palestine. Don't get in my comment section and tell me that back in the day, Martin Luther King and all of our civil rights heroes were stomping in support of Palestine and they were stomping in support of us. I'm looking at what is happening today, currently. What I'm looking at today when it comes to this group of Palestinians is that they are a threat. They are threatening the livelihood of black people in the black community. They are threatening the lives and the livelihood of members of the LGBTQIA plus community. They are threatening the lives and the livelihood of their own community. That's what I see. They are a threat to our lives and our way of life here in the United States. I don't want to hear nothing about a mural of George Floyd over in Palestine. Clearly, that mural means nothing to them. And let's be clear. I want to make myself clear. This reaction that you're seeing is as a result of their actions. And that's on period.
Today we launch Abandon Harris. Abandon Harris. In the protests on the streets of Chicago, we now declare that the only option for people of conscience is to abandon Harris, to punish her and the party so that they know that they can never put genocide on the ballot.
Now, I took that little clip from Tabitha's video. You should go to her account, follow her, and watch the full video. But I wanted to talk about this small movement of abandon fill in the blank. Because first of all, like Tabitha rightly points out, these people were never going to vote for Harris in the first place. This abandon Harris movement came out of the abandon Biden movement. The abandon Biden movement because so many people wanted to blame him for everything in Gaza. And even though Kamala Harris has not been involved in those things happening in Gaza, they're now shifting the blame to her because she's the candidate. Because the target demographic of those people pushing the abandon Biden and abandon Harris movements are the people on the far left who have no idea how the government works and just wanted to blame Biden for everything happening in Gaza. Those people are very susceptible to propaganda. One funny thing we should point out about the abandon Biden movement was started in the Muslim community in Michigan. And do you know who met with those Muslim leaders in order to start that abandon Biden movement? None other than ultra-MAGA Christian nationalist, Trump-humping General Michael Flynn.
Known.
The guy who was involved in the coup on January 6th. The guy who wanted Donald Trump to invoke martial law so that he could hold on to the White House. So the whole abandon Biden movement, leading to the abandon Harris movement, was because of this asshole. And with a little critical thinking and common sense, you'll understand why. It's because they want to do everything they can to get the Muslim community to not vote for the Democrats. Because what does abandoning Harris mean? Why, if you abandon Harris and you don't vote for her, then Donald Trump gets elected. That's exactly what these people want. It's part of the concentrated campaign, along with backing third-party losers like RFK and Jill Stein. And they're trying to make it so that the Democratic nominee does not make it to 270 either, because they know Trump's not going to do it. And that way, they will elect Trump in the House of Representatives. They know Trump cannot win the election on his own. He does not have the numbers. So they want to make sure that Kamala cannot reach 270 either. And they do this by seeking out gullible people and making them think that not voting for Harris will fix the entire problem in Gaza. Even though if you don't vote for Harris, you're just allowing the authoritarian who wants to level Gaza to the ground into the White House. Which, seriously, after this many months, I don't see why we still have to explain this to you people. If you're sitting here claiming that you care about the people of Palestine, but you're also saying that you're going to abandon Kamala Harris, which will lead to Donald Trump getting elected and completely destroying Gaza, you've got some pretty fucked up priorities and cognitive dissonance that you need to work out. People like that guy in the video saying we need to abandon Harris to send a message and teach a lesson to the Democrats. How are you going to teach a lesson to Joe Biden or Kamala Harris by not electing them and handing the keys over to Donald Trump? The only people you're going to teach a lesson to or that you're going to punish are the people of Gaza. The pathetic group tries to prey on people by claiming they have the moral high ground by saying we need to teach a lesson to the Democrats for what's happening in Gaza, which the Prime Minister of Israel is actually responsible for. Their great, brilliant idea is to take away power from the people who are actually trying to implement a ceasefire, a two-state solution, and stop the war, and hand the power over to Donald Trump, who said he would give Netanyahu anything he needs to finish the job. He wants all of the Palestinians wiped out so that he can turn Gaza into beachfront resorts. So if you plan to abandon Harris and the Democrats, in the same way that in 2016, the people who voted for Bernie in the primary then voted for Trump in the general because they thought it would teach the Democrats a lesson, all it did was fuck over everyone else in the country, fuck over women, fuck over marginalized groups, and fuck over the Palestinians by giving us Donald Trump. And that's exactly what they're trying to get you to do again because they think you're that gullible and stupid. Before you start waving those abandon Harris flags, you might as well just buy some Trump merch because you're basically voting for him.
What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Straight Facts. So I was watching a video by our sister Tabitha. Tabitha Speaks. You can go check her out. Tabitha has a video that she got off of, I think, Twitter. The @ is Abandon Biden 2, the number 2. All right. I went to go check it out to see if I can find the full video, and that was pretty much all that was there. Try to put it in context. But this man is leading this group and saying we have to start abandon Harris now. And I'm like, okay. So I want to play out the solution in which they're choosing. Because I went and read some of the comments section. People like, go Jill Stein. Okay. Go Jill Stein. Go for it. Okay. Let's say Jill Stein wins. Playing out your scenario. Do you think she's going to have a ceasefire? You think so? She won't. Go look at the laws that America can actually do. What is she going to do? Bomb Israel to get them to stop? Stop sending them weapons. What do you think happens after that? They are in the UN. Other countries will send those weapons, which will make America less safe because what? Because they would start to build an alliance against America, who left them when Israel helped us when we went to war. That's how that works. But you guys just get in your feelings and you don't focus on the fact that there's a whole fucking game being played here. A political game, a geopolitical game, and you guys are playing checkers, not chess. They're over here playing war. I'm going to sink your battleship, and y'all sitting here talking about your feelings, but not realizing that if Jill Stein won, she wouldn't have the House, she wouldn't have the Senate, therefore she wouldn't have shit. Everything you guys want could never come to pass unless it was an executive order, and then they would send it to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court don't even like fucking left people, let alone far left people, so you know all of them are going to vote against her. So what? A powerless president is what you want. That's going to solve your problem. You're a bunch of dipshits if you think Jill Stein's going to do something. All right. But vote for her. Nobody cares. Do your thing. I'm just giving you the scenario in which will play out. But you just don't seem to be able to figure out common fucking sense. But let's back off of that, because the other people in the comments and this gentleman right here are trying to sink Harris. Now, Harris wants what? A ceasefire. For Palestinians to own their own part of the country and continue to rule it and not have interference from Israel. Trying to get a negotiation that's been going on back and forth, and Israel been shooting itself in the foot, shooting other motherfucking people, killing people on other people's lands, doing the dumbest fucking shit, starting wars that's going to end up getting them killed, not by us, but by others, and going to have to put our feet on the ground to save their dumbasses. That's what's going to end up happening over there. That's what's going to happen if they don't have to get a ceasefire, right? So, right at this minute, Kamala Harris wants to solve the problem, trying to get a ceasefire, get all the hostages out and negotiate. At this particular point, Hamas wants Biden's deal. Wow, isn't that amazing? Hamas wants Biden's deal right now so that you guys can stop getting murdered by Israel. They just said it today. So, you want to get the guy out and the woman out that have a deal that wants to set your people free. Okay. I don't understand that you want to go and destroy that party, but the party in which says kill them all and build hotels, that's the party that's going to win by default. Yeah. So you're trying to tell me Palestinians are fighting for their own demise? Boy, this country got poor white people fighting against their own interests because they hate black people and people of color. So they'd rather stay in poverty than progress alongside people who don't necessarily look like them, because they want to maintain some semblance of a power structure that gives them privilege and that they choose to deny is there because they struggle too. Then what you fighting for? See how they're not fighting for their own interests? Now you got this group of Palestinians, not all of y'all, but this group of Palestinians that want their families to be safe, yet gonna go and allow and vote for a woman that can't do shit for them, right? Or decide to go against a woman that can do something, that's doing something right now for them, but just not fast enough, which will do what? Give power to the man that says kill them all. Let me explain something else. Which party has gone to Israel and signed bombs gleefully that went and murdered your kids and family and friends? That would be the Republican Party. At least two of them have done it. I know Nikki Haley did it. Signed a bomb. Went over there and killed your family members. Do you have Palestinians against any Republican or Trump? You do not. You do not. You're not at his rallies like you're at Democrat rallies. And let me explain to people if they don't understand, if you kind of slow or remedial, why they don't have it. They scared of his ass. That's one. Two, they believe in his policies because they're greedy as fuck in this country. And that's how they gotten wealth in this country, even though Democrats have fought for them to be in this country while Donald Trump wanted to get rid of them by a Muslim ban. But no, you're not fighting against the big bad monster. You want to go to the people that care about you, but just not enough, and push them, because you know you go and push that team, they'll murder your ass. They'll have you in the back of a truck tied up. And you ain't got no motherfucking smoke for them. You got all the smoke for those who are trying to help you, but just not fast enough. Do you understand? It takes us years to get our own people out of countries they done wandered into and became spies all of a sudden because they were too fucking nosy and should have kept their asses at home instead of trying to go figure out, oh, what's going on with the panda bears? The fuck up out of the damn country. They gonna call you a spy and put you in jail, but your dumb ass wanna go out there and call it journalism. I call it being nosy as fuck. Keep your ass in your own country. We don't give a flying fuck what's going on over there as long as it ain't hurting us. But you and your little exposés going over there and having America having to spend millions upon millions of dollars and give up people that we never want to give up because your dumb ass want to go over there and explore like some dipshit. And then we got to sit here and try and get you out with our tax dollars. You get back to the country 2, 3, 4, 5 years later. If you're not appreciative of that, fuck you. Now these people over here are talking about, hey, you can't get our people out with less than a year in a war? When our people go over to Russia, to China, to North Korea, whatever, and they're stuck in jails over there for 4, 5, 6 years, coming back in pieces, and you want us to go fight for you when you ain't appreciative of the fight we already got. Negotiations go on for years. We just got some people back from Russia. They've been there for a minute. One of them been there for years. And you want to sit here and say less than a year, we're supposed to be able to solve the problems that you motherfuckers been having since 1948. Boy, if you don't shut the fuck up. There's a party trying to help you. That's the Democrats. And there are many Palestinians that know this shit. It is this dipshit group right here that is giving them a bad name. We all got them in our communities. We call them all kinds of names in the black community. There are white ones in the white community. They call them white nationalists. They out here trying to destroy white people and their good name by being racist as hell. Right? Now you got these sick ass Palestinians and these people who are like clinging on to them. And I'm not talking about all Palestinians. I'm talking about these sick motherfuckers that are trying to kill your entire family and have hotels built on, because if you don't support the people who want to negotiate, then you obviously are supporting the people who want to destroy you. And I'm going to tell you, I for one, because I speak for nobody else, if their wish comes true, and only for that group and that group alone, if your family, that group, if you come here talking about, oh, they killed Trump, just killed everybody, I'm be like, fuck off. Just fuck off. Now, the Palestinians who wouldn't fight for that, I am so sorry what Trump did to your family. But you, and all you in these pictures, fuck off, because Trump will destroy your families. You're going to have to visit their grave in the lobby of a hotel.
So this is all I got from this video, and it's just somebody, I really don't understand how some people are not listening to themselves or listening to people that can, if you know, there are times, like I keep saying, we can know it all, but when you know that you don't know or you are not politically smart, you just try to listen to other people, right? I mean, where you think you, how, like some people, like, you know, how they say that you might really be very brilliant, but there is someone that might be, you know, better than you at what you think you know how to do best. But that doesn't mean that you are not good, you're good, but there might be someone that is very, very better than you. Now, this is now, is it like a protest or like abandon Harris launch? Now, what will these people gain, or like what would they gain from doing this, right? This is going to harm them. This is going to harm their community. One thing with these people is that majority of them do not live in Gaza, right? It is the people that do not live in Gaza that is making decision that will affect people that live in Gaza. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Majority of these people you see that are out here, Maya and other one, the Pakistani, the Lebanon, all of them that came out speaking, majority of them are in United States. Okay, the other one in UK. The other one is in Korea. Like, they are in different places. Meaning, what people in Gaza are going through, it is affecting them, but not directly. And these people would rather enjoy the fact that it is not affecting them directly, right? Why? Because they feel that they are immune. Of course they are, because they are not in Gaza. Now, the people that are going to suffer this more are the people that are in Gaza. These ones are probably in New York, and they are looking for a way to launch abandoned Harris. Now, I am not even scared for them because I don't want to be scared for anybody. I am so frightened by what is going on in my own community. So being scared for other people is not something that I want to be. But I really do pity them because this thing they are doing is very dangerous and will go a very long way to destroy, to make them feel the impact that they are about to create so bad. Why did I say that? I say that because the other person, if they think would be a better candidate for them, right, doesn't even care about them. I don't understand how some people are seeing red and calling red green. I mean, it's obvious it's red, but we choose to call it green. Now, everybody is blaming Kamala Harris. Why? Because they feel, I don't understand why they are not blaming, what's his name, Joe Biden, right? And they are blaming her more. Because there is a limit to what a vice president can do. How come they are not channeling their anger to the other person? Now, this one just picked over. She is still a vice president because, what's his name? Joe Biden did not relinquish his position yet, but he already made his intentions not that he won't be coming out for the next, which the other woman picked up. How come nobody is tackling that man? Now it is Kamala Harris because they feel like, how can she be the next president? And the fact that I didn't even know the forces that is trying to work against the whole thing that is going on. But I think some people already, like I keep saying, I am not campaigning for anybody. That is something that I have decided that I won't do, right? But I know that what these people are about to do is going to affect people in Gaza. If you all choose to abandon her, right? I hope you all move down to Gaza as well so you all can experience what is going on in Gaza. But then the other one already made it known to you all that I am going to help Israel to make sure that they finish what they started. What is there for you not to understand that some people really do not mean well for you? It is easy. And the fact that they are also dancing to the sheer stupidity, because it is all stupid, but they refuse to understand that they are making an unwise decision that will affect them badly. But it is what it is. They think that they are, because most of the things most of them are doing right now is that they think that they are going to punish Black people because majority of the people that wants to support Kamala Harris are Black people. And then also anti-Blackness that has its own way of dealing with them already. But then it is what it is. I hope my people will keep surviving, but some people will really have a very tough time in the end. But yeah, that is it. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.